Welcome to Updawg-Yoga. Let's do some yoga. We're going to start right away with some sun salutations. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, touch the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lower down to your belly. Inhale, bound cobra. Interlace your hands behind your back, lift your toes over your head, and then lower to your belly again. Inhale, press up to your plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here to stretch out. Pedal your knees or shake out your head, yes and no. Look forward to your hands. Step or jump to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, touch the floor. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, touch the floor again. Drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, plank. Step or jump back to your plank. Lower to your belly again. Inhale into half bow this time. So bend your knees, reach back and grab your feet. Imagine that you are grabbing your feet. Instead of grabbing your feet, use that imaginary resistance to lift and then lower down. Inhale, press up to your plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take a few breaths here to reset again. Feel free to move around. We'll try another round. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, touch the floor. Inhale, mountain pose, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, step or jump back. Lower to your belly. This time, full bow pose. Bend your knees, reach back, grab your feet. Kick your feet into your hands. Lift your chest. Roll into the spot below your navel. This will be the focus of our class today. These belly down back bends or deeper back bends. And then press back to child's pose. Sit on your heels, reach your arms forward, take a few resting breaths here. And then on your hands and knees, thread the needle. Thread your right arm underneath your left arm, lean back into your twist, breathe into your shoulders. Come back to your hands and knees. Other side, thread your left arm underneath your right arm, left ear to your mat. Come back up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot in between your hands, come up into a high lunge. Crescent lunge. Your right toes face forward, your back heel is lifted. And move into revolved crescent lunge. Hook your left elbow across your right thigh, hands in prayer, and lift your chest up. Bring your hands to heart center. Do the best you can to balance. Open up to warrior two. Spin your left heel down, line up your feet heel to arch. Look to your fingertips, breathe here. Move into reverse warrior, bend your right knee, reach your right arm up, look up to your thumb. And then windmill your hands down, step back to plank. Option to float your right leg as you lower to your belly again, bend your elbows. This time half bow, a little bit different. Bend your right knee, reach back, kick your foot into your hand. Use your left forearm to steady you. And then switch out your arms, so now it's a twisted bow. Kick your foot into your hands, press your toes down, your forearm down, and release, press up to plank and to downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Hold and breathe, sink down into your lower body. And then move into your twist. Hands in prayer, hook your right elbow across your left thigh. Lift your chest up, hands to heart center. Maybe look over your left shoulder, up at the ceiling. Windmill your arms open to release, warrior two. Spin your back heel down, line up your feet heel to arch. Look to your fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior, bend your left knee, reach your left arm up. To come out of it, windmill your hands down, step back to plank. Option to lift your left leg as you lower and come into half bow on this side. So use your right forearm to steady yourself. Reach back with your left hand, kick your foot into your hand. So close to your body, we'll stretch your quadricep. If you kick your foot away from you, you'll move into a back bend. So kick your foot back or pull your foot in, find your twisted shape. Opposite hand, press up to your plank and back to downward facing dog. Look forward to your hands, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose this time. So feet together, hands together, sink your hips down, thighs back, and forward fold, touch the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Or crow pose, stack your knees on the back of your arms, float. Inhale, upward facing dog this time. Point your toes into your mat. Straighten your arms, lift your thighs, and back to down dog. Move into half pigeon, lift your right leg up. Bring your right knee forward. Walk your hands back. You can stay in a back bend or grab your foot, kick your foot close to your body, and into mermaid pose. Wrap your foot to the crook of your elbow. Wrap your hands and turn your chest forward. Release your hands. Option for sleeping pigeon as well. You can walk your hands forward and fold. Stay there the whole time. Or counter stretch. Kick your right foot up and back into downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, half pigeon. So left knee forward, foot towards your body. Walk your hands back. Find your back bend. Stay up or find your mermaid pose. Kick your foot into your hand. Wrap your foot to the crook of your elbow and turn your chest forward. Just really work to get your hips down. Press through your left hip and then hands down. Option to walk your hands forward and fold, sleeping pigeon. And to stretch it out, downward facing dog, counter stretch. Kick your foot open. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower to your belly into Sphinx pose. Bring your forearms underneath your shoulders. Press your forearms down. Activate your toes. Press up to forearm plank and then into dolphin pose. So it's just downward facing dog on your forearms. Hold and breathe there or play with lifting one leg in the air at a time. Or last option, look between your arms, hop up. You can even try to hold forearm stand, which I recommend a wall for that. Just to kick all the way up. And then have a seat to rest. Close your eyes, slow down. 2 more back bends here. This first one is called camel pose. I recommend to tuck your toes under because you can see that I slip at this point. I wouldn't have done that if I would have tucked my toes. So hands on your low back, lift your chest, and have a seat to rest. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Slow down your breath, take as much time as you need, and then move to lying on your back. Bridge pose or wheel pose, full back bend. Lift your chest. Look up or to the wall behind you and lower down. Rest, feet together, knees wide. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Take as much time as you need in your final pose.